who's really taking over TikTok? The billionaires with Trump ties behind the deal. TikTok U.S. operations may soon look very different. A new framework deal between Washington and Beijing would shift majority control of the popular app into American hands, with Oracle, Silver Lake, and Andreessen Horowitz leading the charge. Under the proposal, the new U.S.-based entity would be 80% controlled by American investors, while China's ByteDance keeps about 20%. The board would be majority American. Oracle would handle U.S. user data on its servers in Texas, and even the U.S. government would get a seat at the table. Sounds straightforward, right? Not quite, because the names behind this takeover aren't just tech powerhouses. They're billionaires with direct ties to Donald Trump and the Republican Party. Who's in the deal? Oracle, Larry Ellison. Larry Ellison's Oracle's co-founder is one of the richest men in America and a longtime Republican donor. His political history includes hosting a Trump fundraiser at his California estate in 2020, though he insists he wasn't there personally, allowing the event to raise hundreds of thousands of dollars for Trump's re-election. Major donations to GOP figures, including Tim Scott, Marco Rubio, Mitt Romney, Lindsey Graham, and Susan Collins. The fundraiser sparked employee walkouts inside Oracle, showing how polarizing Ellison's Trump connection really was. Andreessen Horowitz, Mark Andreessen and Ben Horowitz. Andreessen Horowitz, better known as a 16Z, is a powerhouse in Silicon Valley venture capital. But when it comes to politics, both founders made headlines with Trump. In October 2024, both Mark Andreessen and Ben Horowitz donated $2.5 million each to the pro-Trump super PAC Right for America. Andreessen doubled down in 2025, giving over $3 million to MAGA Inc., one of Trump's main fundraising arms. On their own podcast, Andreessen described Trump's return to power as a boot off the throat of the tech regulation, especially in crypto. Ben Horowitz's story is complicated. While he backed Trump financially, he later pledged donations to Kamala Harris, citing personal friendship and frustration with Biden's policies. Still, his role in funding Trump's PAC can't be ignored. Silver Lake, a major private equity firm, is less flashy in its politics. Unlike Oracle and 16Z, there's no public record of Silver Lake's leadership donating to Trump for now. Their role seems more financial than political. The TikTok deal is meant to address U.S. national security concerns, but it also raises new questions. With Trump-aligned billionaires shaping the future of one of the world's most influential apps, this shift power into the hands of a political elite with their own agendas. Whether or not you trust ByteDance, TikTok's next chapter looks likely it will be deeply influenced by Republican mega donors and Trump backers. Yeah, that's a lot to say right there, man. It's telling us right now that basically one of the people, Larry Ellison, him and his son just bought CBS. I think it was Paramount. They just bought CBS and a bunch of other channels, and they're trying now they're now about to be bought into TikTok, which all these people here are all.
One of the own mega donors from Fox News is also going to be an owner of TikTok, and a couple of Israeli Jewish Zionists.
These are all like, I think all these guys are all a part of all Israelis. It just seems like every single, look at it. Facebook, Instagram, Mark Zuckerberg. You know what I mean? Like you got everything is basically that we're utilizing is owned in some part by people from that part of the world or who have attachments to that part of the world. It just seems like all of our information, WhatsApp, all of our information is being taken by a certain group and used by a certain group. And it just doesn't seem like it's getting any better. You look at what's just happened with Jimmy Fallon. You know what I mean? They're just basically closing in on what information we can get.
Kimmel. Fallon's
yeah, you're right. Jimmy Kimmel. My bad. You know what I mean? So it just becoming more and more of a bottleneck of real information and of truly being able to be yourself. I'd rather China have my information than these people. Man, I just don't trust them. I don't trust them. I especially don't trust Trump and whoever he puts in power.
The hidden software they put on your if you got a Android phone, a Samsung. Yeah, it's called it's like App Cloud or something like that. You can find it on your phone, but it's a program they put in there that comes from Israel. And you can't delete it. It gathers your data, about 30 megabytes of data off your phone, gathers and transfers it to. You can't delete it. You can't get rid of it.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah,
we're at a point right now that if we don't like start fighting back more. Like there's a little bit of a fight just happened over the Kimmel thing. We had a little bit of a we kind of pushed back enough to where they at least had to recognize, but we're being splintered all the way through. I mean, you got this some of these people from Nexstar or whatever. They're and I think can't remember the name of the other one. Like Sinclair, they're not even going to even air Kimmel on a bunch of different syndicated channels. They're just not going to, because they're choosing not to over political reasons, over a person who was a racist, over a person who was I mean, everything under the book that you can call a person. He was
Donald Trump's feelings. It's not has nothing to do with Charlie. It's because it hurt Trump's feelings. He's around. He's the one that's alive that getting his feelings hurt. You know what I'm saying? We have to understand. You have to go to our own platforms. Go to fan base. It's Black owned. We have to move. We can't just be on these platforms thinking they're going to do right by us, because they're not. You know what's crazy? I click on something. It's the most racist stuff I ever seen. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you have to separate yourself. Build your own platforms. The America you know is gone. Y'all fighting over like free speech. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. No, they're going to treat you all like niggas now. You're welcome. You did it to yourself. America's gone. I keep saying that. It is what it is. If you ain't with them, you're against them. That's just how it is. They're going to destroy your information. TikTok is gone. It should have. They're going to have to download a whole new TikTok app with a different algorithm.
That's crazy, man. That we're even having to go through this at this point in time. Like, why are we forcing governments to sell apps, man? You guys got all our information. You guys already got Facebook. You got Instagram. You got everything else. You know what I mean? You got the YouTubes. You got everything else. Why can't you know?
What do you want? I want it all. They want total control. They want the voter rolls. They want all your information. They want to know when you're going to step out of line so they can take you down. No more agitators. It's a full court press on authoritarianism, dictatorship. This is the new way to do it digitally.
It feels like America is like one of the last big, you know what I mean, like big game, you know what I mean, game pieces that can be taken down in this whole entire thing about taking away freedom away from people across the world. Like we're becoming like other places are fighting. They took in Nepal, I think they took away social media. They went crazy. They weren't playing about none of that over there. Regime change.
Only came out was like, we're gonna target hate speech online. And, you know, Republicans was like, whoa. Fuck you say, bitch? No, you're not. You're not going to do nothing of the sorts. That's us, all right? If I want to say I hate that porch monkey chick nigger, I'm going to say it. And there's nothing you can do about it, because that's America. Like, they really came out. No, I mean, they came out. I was like, damn, they're really stepping to her. Like, no, you ain't doing none of that. None of that. Because they know if they do it to us, they're going to do it to them.
I mean, you gotta look at Tucker Carlson came out and spoke out against this. I mean, you know, he's like, man, because I mean, who else? I think it was I want to say it was Ted Cruz came out and actually spoke against this too. Yeah. And was like, hey, man, because when the ball, but what they're feeling is the ball's not going to roll back over the other way. They're like this. It ain't ever going back over there, so don't worry about it. Yeah, he don't care because he ain't gonna be around. It ain't gonna matter to him. You know what I mean? When it does, but well, I mean,
you know, Trump some of the information. He don't even know what's going on half the time. He thinks everybody likes him. They showing him fake poll numbers. They're showing him all this stuff. So when he goes out, he's kind of like a Fox News viewer. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't understand why the world is crazier than what he thinks in his head. He's like, what they're telling me is one thing, but what I'm seeing is another. So when he goes out, so when he goes outside and people are booing him, he's like, what are they booing me for? He's like, when people are like, you know, protesting, he's like, what did I do? I'm the greatest person in the world, because that's what they're showing him. Think about it. He didn't even know those people got shot. In what was it, Wisconsin? The Democratic people
in Minnesota.
He didn't even know. He was like, I didn't hear about that because they didn't tell him. He only sees what they're telling him. He's an old man. They just cart him around to say stuff.
I don't know anything about that.
Did you see him at the UN? He lost his teleprompter. You're all going to hell.
It's crazy that he said this to these people.
He was trying to sell merchandise at the UN. He's like, yo, don't forget to pick up some hats. You know what I'm saying? A couple shirts and stuff. This man's off his rocker, bro. He's an old senile man. And they're just doing whatever.
Let's say this. Shout out to all the countries that went along and with the Palestinian state, you know what I mean, recognize the Palestinian state. Want to say shout out to them, man, for sure, because they came through in the clutch, man. They definitely came through in the clutch. You know what I mean? I definitely want to make sure.
I mean, Palestine's gone, and most of the people are already dead. You're gonna watch the rest of them die before you actually take any real action. But yeah, shout out to you guys. At least you did it, right? And with that,
Absolutely.
ladies and gentlemen, this is Uncommon Courtesy. Until next time.
Wait a minute. We do want to say there's been 246 days since the occupation has began, and we're still here. See you guys soon.